2014. We found ourselves unemployed. Andrea, my business partner, and I were very into craft beer. It's when craft beer was getting really big in Central Florida. But we're also very into board games. So we would try and take board games to different breweries or beer bars and realize that it didn't really mesh well with what was existing out there. They wanted table turnover. They don't want people sitting there a long time. The tables were small. And we decided to just kind of make our own board game bar. And we got some inspiration when we were up in Boston for the old world tavern-y feel that Florida was definitely lacking at the time. We've been open for 8.5 years now. We get a lot of people from different fandoms, different nerdoms who come in.
We have a regular, he calls himself the Cleric of Caramel. So he'll always boast about our cheesecake here and how great it is, and he's definitely just one of our favorite people.
He has like a speech that he does before it. It's like, it feels like you're in church. It's such a crazy rehearsed speech, and getting to see people experience it for the first time is hilarious.
Dessert, my brothers and sisters. This is an ingenious exposition of sweet and salty, a delectable duality of salt and caramel. Truly, I speak to you, my brothers and sisters, of the salted caramel cheesecake, so incredible, so life-changing, so awe-inspiring, so divine. So magnificent is this dessert that they didn't always have it. It would come and go. We would go days, we would go weeks, we would go months at times before it would come again. But my brothers and sisters, always we remain vigilant, always remain faithful. For as the cheesecake had come before, so shall the cheesecake come again, my brothers and sisters. We are truly blessed. We are living in the age of the cheesecake. The cheesecake is here. It is here to stay. All hail the cheesecake.
All hail the cheesecake!
We go to other card shops sometimes, and there's a lot of people, a lot of noises. I like the calmness of the place. It's a nice, cool vibe.
I do think that it's a place that I haven't really experienced before, in the sense that it's got food and games and such a large amount of games for people to be able to play without like a big price tag attached to it.
You know, people are always surprised at just how many board games we have available to play. You know, you say 600 to 700, but then you actually visualize it, and it's really cool. I've seen people come in for the first time or for the 100th time, and they always have a great time here.
It can be a little bit overwhelming. We have a lot of games, and some people don't know what games they like to play, but we like to recommend them games.
And it's a little bit of everything. So it's not just the strategy games, the card games. We have like a lot of nostalgia games too. Like if you just want to come in and play Clue or Monopoly with your family, you're more than welcome to do so.
The roll for initiative is something that you roll a d20, which is a 20-sided die, and that corresponds to a secret list behind the bar. So you don't know what you're getting until you get it. It's just great watching somebody roll a 1 and they think they're going to get a water, which has happened in the past. The list does change up about once a week or so. And then you see somebody get a 20 and they're just amazed when we bring out a 16-ounce can of mead or you know, a giant bottle of something for them. But it also helps people who are indecisive because we do have over 100 things to choose from. We're known for our Guinness. That was the first like Budweiser drink that I ever had, and I fell in love with it. So before we opened, we were in Dublin and learned how to pour at the Guinness brewery itself. If you look at our tap wall over there, it's the only tap that's not a 3D printed generic tap because we just take a lot of pride in it. If you like cocktails, I'm very proud of our old fashions. We do a smoked rye old fashioned we call the Strider. Just something easy to sip on.
That, and then for someone that's not particularly a whiskey drinker or they're not familiar with craft beer, we have so many options that we can definitely teach you and get you on board with everything.
Hope for Cloak Blaster going into the future is to just continue being the great place that it is. I would like it to just basically survive. Know that a place that Andrea and I built is here serving the community, and I mean, eventually I'd like to come in on a day off and have fun at the place that I built, you know, really at the end of the day.